Okay, we're going to go ahead and call the Village Board meeting to order for Tuesday, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. Sorry for everyone being here. It's not my fault, it's just the way it turned out. Okay. First order is roll call. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Patel?
Present.
Trustee Clare?
Present.
Trustee Sullivan?
Present.
Trustee Dunham?
Present.
Trustee Madej?
Present.
Trustee Bishke?
Present.
President Daly?
Present. All present and accounted for. Thank you. Then I'd like to ask Trustee Sullivan to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please rise and face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
I do want to remind you, if you have a electronic device, cell phone, laptop, whatever the case may be, if you could please turn it off or turn the noise down on it, please. Mute would be very thankful. Next item is the approval of minutes for January 24th, and there is a change to it that we don't quite have yet, correct?
Right.
Okay. So I'd like to ask that we defer this item until the next meeting, if you don't mind.
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye. Aye.
Motion carries. Next item is the approval of expenditures for $6,437,872.46.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the expenditures as presented. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Patel?
Aye.
Trustee Clare?
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan?
Aye.
Trustee Dunham?
Aye.
Trustee Madej?
Aye.
Trustee Bishke?
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carries. Thank you very much. Liquor license request. We have a request from Mr. Deepak Lodia. Pronounce that correctly? Or did I?
Lodi, correct, yes.
Okay. This is for a Class A, for one Class AV liquor license for the new Hopscotch, which will be located at 40 South Roselle Road. It's a new license, new business, new building.
New building, correct.
So we are familiar, obviously, what is being, what is going to be built there, but why don't you just a little snippet as to what you're doing there?
Well, it's a ground-up build, pretty close to 18,000 square feet with a full basement, first floor and a second floor. It's going to have a walkout patio with a rooftop. It's going to be available for all ages, from kids to adults, where it's going to be a restaurant, a bar, golf simulators in the basement. We also have a little sweet shop based on an English theme, since everything is going to be like a European-based restaurant, and a pub theme. So it's going to have a little restaurant, pub, dance floor, self-pouring tap beer wall, as well as a little sweet shop that'll give English ice cream.
Sounds great. And I know that's coming before zoning board tomorrow night.
It is.
To be reviewed. In the meantime, petitioners are asking for consideration for a license. The AV is for full serve, and the V is for video gaming with it. Questions, comments from the board?
When do you expect to get open?
Well, permitting, I can get the permits fairly soon. I'm looking at August, maybe September of this year. That's the goal plan.
Yes, Trustee Bishke.
So just a quick question on the V part of the license for the gaming. I haven't had a chance to look at the plans that are going to be in front of zoning, but are the machines going to be separated from the general restaurant area, bar area?
Yes,
with
they
wall,
are.
Or is it going to be a separate room? Or?
Actually, the gaming facility is going to be put in the basement, and it's going to have a wall around it.
Okay.
And there'll always be an attendant down there.
Okay, very good.
And as you walk in, everyone will be ID'd anyway, so
Okay.
there'll always be somebody present in the basement there for the gaming.
Thank you.
Lower level. The lower level.
The lower level. Yes, correct, yes.
Someone told me that once before. Don't call it a basement, call it a lower level. Any other further questions from the board? Okay, so you'll need to certainly wait for approval through the board for the process of the building.
Correct.
Once that's done, a liquor license, you'll need to see the Liquor Commissioner's office, which is also the mayor's office. Once a business license has been issued, then a liquor license can be issued. There's a process to go through, including fingerprinting, background check, et cetera,
Sure.
and a payment of fees. And then, assuming all is good, a license is issued.
Wonderful.
Okay, so take a little bit of time there. All
That's
right?
fine. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Any more questions? No?
Nope.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next item is a request from Mr. Mahidar. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Maskula? Yeah. Okay, please come forward. And your request is for a one Class A liquor license for BHOG located at 167 West Gulf Road. And this is just a new owner and existing business.
Correct, sir.
Okay.
So me and my partners, or two other partners, we are in the process of buying this business, which currently is called, used to be called Godavari Indian Restaurant, 167 West Gulf Road.
Okay.
So while we had applied for the business license, we also applied for a liquor license so that we can serve liquor to our guests. And the type of license we are applying is Class A.
Okay, and that's a full service.
Full service
beer,
dining.
wine, and hard
Yeah,
liquor. Okay.
exactly.
So BHOG, is that
That is our new name for the
stands
restaurant.
for anything, or?
No, it means, it's a Sanskrit word, means like lavish.
Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. Are you planning any changes to the restaurant?
No changes, just we are going to have no plans of changing or asking for any permit to make changes. As is,
Okay.
we are just a new team with a new name, and also with one of my partners has other restaurants and 10 years
Okay.
experience.
Okay. Questions, comments from the board? Yes, Trustee Madey.
So you're not making any changes, but you are going to change the name, so you're going to change signage?
Yes.
Okay, so.
We do need
Sure,
to-
If you're not using the same,
Yeah, we are not using. It's currently the sign says Godavari, so it will be changed to BHOG.
Okay. Other questions, comments from the board?
I'm just curious, what is the theme of the place that you're buying? Godavari, you say?
Godavari.
What is their current theme?
Currently, it used to be like a South Indian restaurant cuisine, and whereas the new one will be both, like it will serve North and South Indian cuisine.
Trying to picture where it is, and I'm not getting.
It's like across from those car dealerships. I don't recall which one is that. It's like, where if you're coming from.
It's Buick, I think, is.
Yeah, that's the last one across that. There's a strip mall. There is like a Thai restaurant.
by the
By melting pot.
Yeah. Well, there was one that was specializing in chicken or something like that.
There's several in there, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, anything further?
Thank you.
No? Okay, so the same comments that you'll need to go to the Liquor Commissioner's office, located upstairs at the mayor's office during normal business hours, and apply for the license. There's a background check, fingerprinting, and review, and once that is done, and you do have a valid business license, and everything is checks out okay, then a liquor license will be issued.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, village and all the trustees.
Okay, thank
Good
you.
luck.
All right, next we have the consent agenda. Be read in its entirety, voted on as one motion to approve. If you wish to discuss an item further, please indicate that when the item is read by the village clerk so that it can be removed from the consent agenda and discussed further under committee reports. Otherwise, all items will be approved as presented on the consent agenda in one motion to approve. Will the clerk please call read the consent agenda?
Okay. Number 1, correspondence. The motion would be to approve the request from Friends of Schaumburg to hold a raffle on February 17th, 2023 at Chandler's Chop House, 401 Roselle Road, and to waive the fidelity bond requirement. 2, liquor licenses. The motion would be to approve the request for one Class D one-day liquor license for Monarchs and Art in the Park Craft Show and Fun Day event at the Finn McCool's and Moretti's parking lot, 1942 East Algonquin Road. 3, engineering and public works. The motion would be to approve waiver of competitive bidding for the purchase of upfit parts for police vehicles to Ultra Strobe Communications, Inc. of Crystal Lake, Illinois, in the amount of $80,000, $80,768.92. B, the motion would be to award a bid for landscape plant material installation with Uno Maz Landscaping of Elgin, Illinois, for a term of 1 year with 3 optional 1-year extensions not to exceed the approved budget. C, the motion would be to authorize the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the Phase 2 facility planning study of Atcher Municipal Center and Public Safety Building with Williams Architects of Itasca, Illinois, in the amount of $87,500 and approve the required resolution. D, the motion would be to authorize participation in the National Cooperative Purchasing Alliance and award the interior painting and epoxy floor application project at Water Pumping Station and Well House Number 20 to F.H. Passion of Chicago, Illinois, in the amount of $107,643.66. E, the motion would be to authorize the village manager and village clerk to execute an amendment to the agreement for the Spring and Sioux Culvert Expansion Project with WBK Engineering, LLC of St. Charles, Illinois, in the amount of $65,713 and approve the required resolution. F, the motion would be to execute an agreement for the Gray Farm Marsh Sewer Improvement Project, Phase 2 Design Engineering Services with an Engineering Resource Associates of Warrenville, Illinois, in the amount of $109,960 and approve the required resolution. G, the motion would be to authorize the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the Meacham Road Corridor Streetscape Improvement Project, Phase 2 Design Engineering Services with Baxter and Woodman of Crystal Lake, Illinois, in the amount of $190,689 and approve the required resolution. H, the motion would be to authorize the village president and village clerk to execute an intergovernmental agreement for the traffic signal replacement and Americas with Disabilities Act improvements for Schaumburg Road from Knollwood Drive to Martingale Road with Cook County Department of Transportation and Highways of Chicago, Illinois, up to the budgeted amount of $500,000 and approve the required resolution. 4, transportation. The motion would be to approve service changes by eliminating Saturday service hours. Alternative 3, restructure fares for reduced fare from $1 to $2 per ride and full fare from $2 to $4 per ride, and direct staff to negotiate a 1-year contract extension with MV Transportation, Inc. for the Dial-A-Ride Transportation DART program. 5, Planning, Building, and Development Committee. The motion would be to approve an amendment to Municipal Code, Title 15, Chapter 151, Section 151.08, pertaining to curb cuts on residential properties. 6, Plan Commission. The motion would be to approve a rear yard setback variation for Fan Residence, 229 East Beach Drive. B, the motion would be to approve a rear yard setback variation for Lee Residence, 225 East Beach Drive. 7, Zoning Board of Appeals. The motion would be to approve a recommendation to approve a special use for a personal training center for NCR Corporation Training Center, 20 North Martingale Road, Suite 120. B, the motion will be to approve a recommendation to approve a special use for an internet auto sales facility for Legit Street Cars LLC, 735 Estes Avenue. B, or C, the recommendation would be to approve a special use for a dog grooming facility for Comb and Collar Club, Inc. of 600 West Wise Road. 8, resolutions. The motion would be to adopt as resolution R 23-009, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the Phase 2 facility planning study of Atcher Municipal Center and Public Safety Building with Williams Architects. B, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R 23-010, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an amendment to the agreement for the Springland Culvert Expansion Project with WBK Engineering LLC. C, the motion will be to adopt as resolution number R 23-011, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the Gray Farm Marsh Sewer Improvement Project, Phase 2, Design Engineering Services with Engineering Resource Associates. D, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R 23-012, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the Meacham Road Corridor Streetscape Improvement Project, Phase 2, Design Engineering Services with Baxter and Woodman. E, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R 23-013, authorizing the village president and village clerk to execute an intergovernmental agreement for the traffic signal replacement and Americans with Disabilities Act improvements for Schaumburg Road from Knollwood Drive to Martingale Road with Cook County Department of Transportation and Highways. 9, ordinances. The motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 23-013, granting a special use for a personal training center for NCR Corporate Training Center, 20 North Martingale Road, Suite 120. B, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 23-014, granting a special use for an internet auto service facility for Legit Street Cars LLC, 735 Estes Avenue. C, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 23-015, granting a special use for a dog grooming facility for Comb and Collar Club LLC, 600 West Wise Road. D, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 23-016, granting approval of a rear yard setback variation, 225 East Beach Drive. E, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 23-017, granting approval of a rear yard setback variation, 229 East Beach Drive. F, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 23-018, amending Title 15, Chapter 151, Section 151.08, G1C of the Schaumburg Village Code relative to curb cuts. And that's the end of the consent agenda.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Look for a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
So moved. Second.
A motion and a second to approve it as read. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Patel. Aye. Trustee Clare.
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Dunham.
Aye.
Trustee Madej.
Aye.
Trustee Bishke.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, motion carries. Thank you very much. Committee reports. We have no items under committee reports. Comments from the audience, an opportunity for you to come up and speak regarding items pertinent toward the Village of Schaumburg. We have a podium available. Seeing none, we will move on. Council report?
No report.
No report. President's report. I actually have a couple of items for this evening. First one is, if I may get organized here. first one is the removal and replacement on the Business Development Commission. I'm looking to have Patrick Osborne from TMA removed from the committee and replaced with Tony Lafreniere from the Schaumburg Park District. His term will end actually in a few months, April 30th, 23, along with the other commission members.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to concur with the removal and replacement. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much. Next item is, I have a couple of items to read here. One is Bob Schmidt, who is current president of the Schaumburg Park District, was currently elected, or was recently elected to the Illinois Association of Park Districts Board of Trustees. So it's kind of a prestigious thing, and he's very excited about it, very happy about it, and I think is a kind of a, what I'll call a sister organization, or a organization that we work so closely with. We would like to wish Bob a very congratulations, and hope all works out well for him. I also wanted to make mention of, and I don't have it here, but it was, I had it somewhere at one point. I know the Park District was also recently awarded, given an award for Best Park District, or
Golf course was rated in the top 50 in the country, actually number 47.
so,
Tony got some.
yeah, so that's for Tony Lafreniere, who's the director of that, and along with the board and their foresight into maintaining that as a top course. So congratulations on that. I have another one for, this is Sweet Orange Pancakes and Cafe. They're not open that long. They're at 933 South Roselle Road. And they made a very nice donation to our senior center. And Senior Center is very excited and happy to receive this donation that they made to them. So we want to thank them for that donation.
933?
933 South Roselle Road. Yep. Sounds like an interesting place. Sweet Orange Pancakes and Cafe. And then we have one, Mike is here. Nice to see you, Mike. For Public Works. They are awarded the APWA full reaccreditation honors. It's the 7th consecutive time since 1997, so congratulations on that. I know it takes a lot of work to get these accreditations, and so to you and the staff and everyone that works there, congratulations. Nice to see you this evening. That is all I have for President's report, Manager's report.
I have no reports.
Hopefully I didn't take the one away that you were going to talk about.
You did a great
Okay.
job.
Okay, all right, thank you. New business, we have no new business to come before us, unfinished, nothing listed. Trustee comments and mentions. Anyone? Not for this evening. Okay. Adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much. We are adjourned.
That's pretty painless.